Welcome to the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast. On today's episode, the power of positive thinking, how entrepreneurs train their mind for success.
Welcome to the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast with Scott Whitwam, your blueprint to financial abundance. Settle in as we explore the mindset and methods for wealth building through real estate.
Welcome back. I'm Scott Whitwam, and today, the power of positive thinking, how entrepreneurs train their mind for success. As real estate investors, we need to be honest with ourselves. Our journey is not just an entrepreneurial journey. It's a journey of mental transformation. There are days when, things are just flowing, ideas are clear, your wins are stacking up. And then there are days when doubt tries to sneak in, plans don't go well, and you start questioning, all of the decisions that you've made. This is why understanding the power of positive thinking matters. It's not just thinking happy thoughts. It's about changing your mind's perspective in a practical, grounded, entrepreneurial way. The way positive thinking shapes your decision-making process, how it builds resilience and refuels your energy, and how changing your mindset can be the difference between giving in, giving up, and experiencing your breakthrough that you've been fighting so hard to achieve. See, I want to break this into a few sections or points. First, what positive thinking really means. I want to be clear. Some misunderstood perceptions exist. See, positive thinking is not about ignoring or denying problems or their existence. It doesn't mean pretending everything is just wonderful. Positive thinking is the ability to choose an empowering interpretation of events. No matter what the circumstances are around you, this is a very different way of thinking than what most of us have grown up doing. The Bible even teaches us. One example can be found in Philippians 4:8, and I'll let you look that up yourself. But for real estate investors, challenges are just part of our business. Rejection happens. Sometimes our launches, they flop. Cash flow can get extremely tight. Our businesses are hinged on governmental decisions. People say no, and they say no a lot. The difference between those who grow and those who just quit isn't always about talent. It's often about how they think about these setbacks. Someone with a positive mindset or someone who's a positive thinker will likely ask, what can I learn from this situation? How can I grow from this experience? What things can I control? People who have a tendency to think negatively will ask things like, why does this always happen to me? Maybe it's true, I can't do this, or I'm not cut out to be a real estate investor. And what's the point of even trying anymore? I hear that one a lot of times. What's the point? I failed again. What's the point of even trying anymore? It may be the same situation, but these are completely different outcomes that people derive or bring forth from their life. My second point is your mindset becomes your business operating system. Think of your mindset as an operating system of your business. If the operating system is outdated or it's glitchy or it's full of fear-based programs, then every decision runs slower. It's not confident. It becomes riskier. Real estate investors with a positive mindset, they spot great opportunities faster. They handle the stress better. They make clear decisions, and they bounce back quicker after a setback. Why? Because the brain is operating in this optimistic environment, and it stays in problem-solving mode, not panic mode. When you believe that you'll figure it out, your brain begins to search for the solutions. When you believe that things are impossible, Your brain literally shuts down the creativity center. Positive thinkers literally expand their capacity to lead. Okay, the third thing is looking at setbacks through a positive lens. Let's talk about setbacks. Okay, some people may call it failure, but my mind doesn't like that word. Failure gives the impression that it is permanent, and it's only permanent if you give up. Now back to my real point. Real estate investors face setbacks as much as anyone else. And this is where your mindset can begin to shift positively and begin to change everything. Setbacks are not a conclusion on who you are. They are simply data points or hurdles of business. Every non-producing campaign teaches you what doesn't work. Every rejection sharpens your resolve. Every slow season strengthens your discipline. See, positive thinkers don't say, I failed. They simply begin to possibilitize on what they can do better the next time. The minor league shifts, these tendencies and this language begins to shift, and instead of internalizing setbacks, your words externalize it, analyze it, and move forward in a very smart manner. See, real estate investors who succeed long-term aren't setback free. They're setback resilient. And that is very important because when we face setbacks, we have to realize that this is just part of the natural process. Number 4, positive thinking builds real estate confidence. Confidence isn't something people are born with. It comes from repeated accomplishments that reinforce that you can handle challenges. Positive thinking helps the real estate investors trust that their training and that their experience and that their knowledge can take calculated risks. Then it helps you to speak with authority. It helps you lead with clarity. You show up differently in negotiations, in meetings, and in your decision making. Your confidence grows when your dialogue supports your efforts. Point number 5. This is 5 practical positive thinking habits for real estate investors. First, start your day with intention. Before the emails, before you pick up the phone and make the phone call, before you get into social media or meetings, remind yourself of the kind of real estate investor you want to be today, right? Don't just think about the kind of real estate investor that you are, but what kind do you want to be today? Do you want to be the kind that is focused? One that is stable, one that has courage. All things that we can put out there before us and make our day become what we desire us to be. Number 2, reframe your challenges in real time. When something goes sideways, say, hey, I'm reminding myself that I may be uncomfortable, but it's only temporary. Just know that this is starting to train you for the next level, right? Challenges can be a good thing. Number 3, audit your words. From time to time, I record my conversations to ensure that I'm not slipping back into old habits. I literally take my cell phone and hit the record button, and I record myself. Now, obviously, I speak a lot, and I'm recorded a lot, and so I hear myself on a regular basis. But there are times I want to make sure that, am I speaking with clarity? Am I speaking positively? Have I removed words that tear me down or make me think, lack thoughts? And I use a recorder. Now, back in the old days, I used to literally have a recorder. Had some with these little cassettes in them, and then they went to digital, but now our cell phones can do it. I want to make sure I'm not slipping back into old bad habits. If I find room for improvement, then I focus on change. How can I change the words that I'm speaking to help uplift me? Number 4, I celebrate the wins. I celebrate wins, big or small. It's important that even if your win is very small, to celebrate it. I mean, it's easy to celebrate the huge wins, but we got to remember to celebrate the small ones also. Progress compounds. When you acknowledge your wins, it builds momentum in your life. One of the things that I do is I have mementos around in my different offices that remind me of the wins that I have had. And when I look at certain objects and pictures and certificates, it reminds me and helps me to continue to build momentum. Number 5, surround yourself with positive, uplifting thinkers. Energy is contagious. Find people that stretch you upward, and then stay away from people who drain you or bring you down. It's one of the reasons why I spend money traveling to conferences. I spend money going to marketplace meetings. I go spend time going to investor meetings because I know there are people there that can bring me to the next level, that can cause me to grow, that can cause me to elevate myself. And I stay away from negative people. If I know that there's groups or there's people, there's family members that are going to bring me down. Now, I may go just to be polite and stuff, but I'm not spending my time. I'm not sharing my vision. I'm not doing those kind of things. I don't want to be around people that drain me. I want to be around people that help build me up and help me get to where my goals and my vision are for my real estate investing life. Okay, here's section 6. Here's my point number 6. The long-term payoffs. And let me be clear on this. A positive mindset doesn't guarantee instant success. There's a lot of people that are looking for the quick fix. They're looking for, how can I instantly turn this around? A positive mindset does not guarantee that instant, transformation. But studies have proven that over time, it will have massive positive results. Real estate investors who master their mindset stay in the game longer. They recover faster. They lead stronger teams. They enjoy the journey more. Your thoughts shape your actions shape your results, and your results shape your future. Hey, if you found this episode today to be uplifting and positive, I encourage you to subscribe, leave us a review, share your thoughts with another investor, or share this episode with another investor. But that's all I've got for this episode. I want to thank you for joining the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast. Be sure to check out our previous episodes on related real estate investing topics. I'm glad you're part of this growing real estate investing community. You can always find the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeart Podcasts, YouTube, or wherever you enjoy listening to your podcast. This is Scott Whitwam. Be sure to join me next time for our next episode of the Whitwam Wealth Real Estate Podcast, where we're wealth building through real estate.